Elective Democracy campaign reports 62% of U.S. elected officials are white men, despite the fact that white men make up just 30% of the population.
Yeah, now in contrast, women and men of color comprise 11% of elected officials, but they make up 39% of the population.
Tonight, KIMT News 3's Isabella Basco is looking at the diversity of local leadership, and she joins us now live. Isabella.
Well, Annalisa Johnson is the only woman serving on Rochester City Council right now. On the Olmsted County Board of Commissioners, there are only 2 women serving. Historically, there's only been 1 person of color on Rochester City Council. And tonight I talked to several people who are hoping to turn the tide.
Historically, we haven't seen diversity in our leadership, whether that's elected or appointed or hired leadership and administration. It's just been lacking.
When you look at the preliminary results of the City Council primary races, it looks like no people of color will make it on the ballot for November. Dee Sable with the Diversity Council gives some reasoning.
Part of it is access, right? Access to process, access to even understanding what it means to run for public office, how that affects the rest of your life. How do you make space for that?
Vanjie Castro was in the running for City Council president. Castro conceded the race. Castro came in 3rd, but says the loss isn't surprising.
I think it is really hard for people to imagine being represented by someone that does not look like them.
Castro is frustrated the decision makers aren't comprised of more people of color.
For people of color, we have to constantly accept the fact that a white straight male somehow will make decisions for someone who is an immigrant, a person of color, LGBTQ+.
Wally Alegbede is running for Olmsted County Commissioner District 7. Alegbede believes more representation is long overdue.
I don't think anybody has actually run for county commissioner that's been black. That's kind of crazy. This is 2020. Let's get on with that.
Sable says diversifying leadership will start with a community that wants to see change.
There needs to be an increased awareness in kind of the general population of the power and value of diversifying our leadership.
If you'd like to see the preliminary results of the primaries, we'll have a link for this story on KIMT.com. Live at the Government Center, Isabella Basco, KIMT News 3.
Thank you, Isabella. Worth noting the vote totals will not be finalized until the Olmsted County Canvassing Board meets to certify the results, and that's on Friday.